Okay, so I've been sitting around watching History International channel this afternoon because it's too friggin' hot to go outside and do anything, to be honest. And so I've been watching this show all day about past life regression, and where they hypnotize you, and then they try to figure out, okay, tell us about your past lives, and then they try to go off separately and corroborate if any of what you said was really true. And some of them sound, yeah, maybe iffy, I don't know. And then some of them are like, no, I don't know where you're getting these stories from. These demons are just being made up in your head. So, as I was watching it during the commercial breaks when it came on TV, they had this thing all telling about what's coming on tonight. And I thought, well, that will be interesting. Oh no, what's coming on tonight? Let me tell you. Well, it's simple. What's coming on tonight? Pornography. Yes, that's right. Our friends at the History Channel International have decided, well, if we can't get you with interesting and informative documentaries that kind of talk about the history of developing civilizations and all like that, then maybe instead we can get you with some porn. So, we're going to start off at 8 o'clock with the history of prostitution, sex in the city throughout the ages. Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah, if you can really kind of make it history of porn, it can work on, or history of prostitution, it will work on History International. Sure, we can show that. Well, if we can show the history of prostitution, why can't we show the history of sex? Yeah, that'll work. The history of sex, the Middle Ages. Well, that sounds like a dull show, to be honest. But they're going to really try it, to make it titillating and all like that, to try to get people excited about seeing it. Now, if you're really drawn into sex in the Middle Ages, well, then you need to know about sex in the Bible. And back in the biblical times, people were very sexy. The Bible's just full of sex. It's lots and lots of teenage boys, go into their bedrooms late at night and secretly, read the Bible. Oh, yeah. And to close things out, murders in the red light district. More Jack the Ripper stories. So basically, the History International is whoring itself out, just doing whatever it can do to come across and get a few more viewers. They really have gone to the bottom of the bucket by saying, okay, you're not interested in actually learning anything about history, so instead let's just titillate you a lot with prostitution, history of sex, and sex in the Bible. I'm not really sure what type of viewers that they're trying to get, though. History of prostitution, first of all, paying for that sort of thing just seems wrong. I think, to me, there's enough freebie people that are willing to give it up for free, that, why should you have to pay? That's just, and quite frankly, with the price of gas today, you don't have that kind of extra money laying around anyway. The history of sex, the Middle Ages. I'm 40 years old. I'm getting close to the Middle Ages. I don't need to hear about sex in the terms of history. I'm kind of hoping that it continues along, not something that's, presented, yes, back in the day before he became in his Middle Ages. The history of sex in the Middle Ages, that just doesn't interest me. And sex in the Bible, ooh, oh yeah, all of that begatting that they did in the Bible, that's very hot. That's really hot. People sitting around, who was Moses doing today? I don't know. What about that Sarah woman? What's that Ruth doing over by the well? Maybe she's also in the History of Prostitution channel. Don't know. I think they're just really, like I said, scraping the bottom of the bucket, hoping for viewers. Anything they can do to try to drum up a few. That's sad. History Channel used to be really good.